Oh, hi, energy. I want to pull it from alignment and see what's all going on. Um, just had some time and I'm just like, I just want to know what's going on. So I'm pulling from the energy. Today is the last day of Scorpio season 2, so it just made sense. I wasn't going to record again until tomorrow, which is the start of Sagittarius season, which is lovely because Sagittarius energy pops through on a Saturday, which is an intriguing energy because I got stuck on it within the last translation I did for Capricorn energy, Saturn energy, because of a blockage, which is intriguing. Today is a sacrifice energy, crossway energy, which I woke up today so sleepy, intriguingly, which it makes sense now. Menstrual pulled through on me, which I was like, oh, how so perfect. That's how you just close that out. So I'm excited by that. I have my spiritual guidance closer to me. Anything else I want to highlight on? Anything else I want to highlight on? I think that's it for that. We're going to see where we're at on this path on our wonderful Friday sacrifice energy. Which for me, I feel like my sacrifice is just the rest. It's so intriguing. I was going to go donate today. I like to donate plasma. But something that they kept saying, just heal yourself. You need to heal yourself. On top of I already felt sleepy. It's just, sometimes you're like, am I just being lazy or procrastinating? Or like once I actually get up, I feel better. Once you like get dressed and you head out the door, you feel better. I felt like it was gonna be one of those type of. Felt like it was gonna be one of those type of energies. I need some drink. Hold on. Hold on. I left the water way over here. Oh Jesus! I feel like I'm rushing. I'm rushing in my words, and I'm not sure why. It's intriguing. Well, I'm not rushing in my words. It's a great question. What was I saying though? Wanted to donate plasma, but someone kept saying you need to heal yourself. It felt really important. So that's the sacrifice of the energy, honestly. You may be something of the same nature, wanting to do something, but you need to focus more on maybe yourself, healing yourself, or in a different area. It's a sacrifice. Let's see where we're at on the path. Let's see where we're at on the path. Oh, we got 2 again, Jesus. Are you intriguing? We got 2 again. Right effort and right mindfulness. How lovely. We're going to say today, tomorrow. Today and tomorrow. Today is right effort. Tomorrow will be right mindfulness, which is great. That's so funny. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. Mindfulness, for me, definitely within this energy is full. Memory full. Gotta project. Saturn is a round planet. Oh, I need to talk on that energy too. Because I spoke a lot of my past tense, which is, I don't know how that energy gonna go moving forward. But as I said, I knew that person would come back, and they came back. We actually ran right into each other. I got up yesterday to go get ice cream, and as I was leaving out, he was coming in, and we ran into each other. It was actually cute, but it was just like, oh my God, Jesus. It's intriguing when you try to move forward, but I don't know how to explain that energy, honestly. But we talked. He apologized, but within the apology, my mind just felt so over it. Like it didn't seem genuine. Like a person can tell you sorry, you can forgive them, but ain't nothing gonna change. Like we gonna be back at this topic later on, because it's not healed, if that makes sense. Like it's an intriguing energy. So I'm honestly not sure how that's gonna move forward. Honestly, I don't know, because I do care for this person, but I care enough to, if I need to detach without no harsh feelings, if that makes sense. 'Cause I feel like myself is way more important. Like, I gotta speak on that energy too. It's something that I said last translation, which is getting us ready for values. And when I'm speaking on these values, I said something when it came to sin. I was reading out of the afterlife. Where are you at? This is some afterlife energy. It's done right back into. That's the intriguing part. That's like a beautiful lesson as into how something just don't die. It still be on the scene on the scene. It still be on the scene on the scene. It's just like what I titled his name as to. Here I am, popped right back up like a fucking ghost. You know, type shit. Out of this little pamphlet, I was reading out of this. Where the hell was it at? That I'm getting. I kind of just forgot about to say. Oh, sin. I had to think like, oh, what sin have I done? I don't be sinning. I be minding my business. Like I don't ever do nothing intentionally. But I did mention that I have sex. That's the part. I am a sexually active person without being married. But I said it in the form as to I have sex outside of marriage. Like I'm not married. I don't be cheating. Like I'm not married and be going outside of my partner to have sex. I'm not married. But I do have sex without being married. And that part comes off like a sin. And I thought about that actually. I think it was yesterday, and it really made me feel bad, intriguingly. So at first, you say something, even when I said it to them, I was like, found me a little sin. Okay, whatever. Because it don't seem that bad. Like, definitely for me, when I know my intentions, like, as to why I'm doing it, it's just, I don't play when I date. When I date, I'm dating for the long run. Like, I expect for it to stay solid. It's just, I get it don't take away as to you supposed to be married, ma'am. It's just, I want to say it's a new day and a new age, but still it don't take away. What made me feel bad is the part that make that part worse. It's like, it is not a new day and new age, okay? It's still the same fucking side effects, okay? Still the same fucking side effects. It goes back to carrying that burden, energy, which is like, oh my God, that actually makes me feel like I be stealing. Like I'm taking from somebody else. Because I'm carrying a burden or they carrying my burden. Because of a transferring of energy. It's an intriguing. That made me feel so bad when I thought about like, what the fuck, Jesus? What the fuck, Jesus? It was intriguing, honestly. And then some hours later, I ran back into the person that I just was talking to. That I was mentioning, as to. Our values are just totally different. African behavior is intriguing. And I hate to use it in that form of that's funny. I want to say Muslim, but he's an African. And I think it's the African part about him that really drive me crazy. The way that they speak to the women just be ridiculous. It'd be ridiculous. It'd be fucking ridiculous. It'd be fucking ridiculous. It's like it's no type of respect for him. There's no type of respect for her. It's intriguing. But I don't want to use that in the overall energy because I actually met somebody who was actually an Uber driver who highly praised his wife. And he falls into that category. So it's like I don't want to use the overall aspect on that because it just don't feel right. It's just something that made me from when I was younger be like, I don't think I could ever date an African because they disrespect their women too goddamn much. But I get older, guess what I'm doing? Guess what I decided to do? Which is intriguing energy. I didn't finish talking about it. I mentioned it, but I didn't finish talking about it. Like I gave one perspective, which was his perspective as to what drew him to me? What made him like me? Like, it was a certain look that he liked on me, um, which was like a little bob. It was orange hair. That's the energy he liked me in. Um, but normally my hair is in braids. I was actually, sometimes I cut my hair like, I wear braids like this long, and then before I take it out, I normally cut it, which I actually did funny. I was thinking about cutting it today and then making it curly. Um, but on my side, as to what made me get drawn to you from the jump, he gave me a ride one day from work, and he was listening to some music, and it was so calm. It was so calm. I was like, oh my God, you're such a calm person. Later on, it turns out, no, I don't ever hear him listening to that type of fucking music. He always listens to some turned up, ratchet fucking music. Like, I don't want to hear this shit. I can't manifest this. This is bad. The energy, when they say don't judge a book by its cover or something, I feel like it was one of those energies. And it was just as intriguing when we brought that to each other's attention as to, oh, this is what drew you to me? And then looking back, I see, oh my God, it was a music that you was listening to that made me get drawn to you, but that's not really your reality. I caught you within a moment, metaphorically. And vice versa. Because that hairstyle that I had it was a wig. I wear wigs occasionally, but my normal style of a look, this is a normal style of a look. It might be a different color. I like to change the color a lot, but I like my hair in braids. But it's like my personality and everything is still the same. I'm sure it is. But that's something that I mentioned. Are we having therapy time? It's just important, little highlights, honestly. Definitely when it comes to values. And not knowing if this energy is moving forward together or like literally separating, like what I thought was separate. Like I knew that energy was gonna come back, came back, apologizing. It's just me personally. It's just I had no feelings toward it because I feel like nothing gonna change. Definitely by the way came back on. I want to explain we know what happened. You know, can we move forward? Me, I don't know. It made me think about the ticket within. That's where this afterlife energy is important, intriguingly, because afterlife is an energy where it's like you expect for something to be gone, but it's still on the scene. Like it's working in the what they call that synchronicity, where it's just all together. It ain't no separating it. It's just like you date somebody, then they start dating somebody else, and you see that person with that person. You just got you can't have no feelings toward it. To an extent, they like a fucking ghost. I don't see you or that fucking person, but you don't have no feelings like that. You just still flowing like la 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 la, like you're moving forward. But sometimes that bothers people, just like a death, somebody die, but you still feel them like a widow. It's hard to move forward, if that makes sense of the energy. It was something I was about to get at, and I kind of freaking forgot. Kind of an awkward moment. But this afterlife is important, intriguingly. Very intriguing. Definitely with the energy I know that we're in, as into we're wrapping up Scorpio season, headed right in, and Scorpio season is water based, headed right into fire. That's a lot of passion on top of that. Which I actually got the fire at the door. I put the candle is lit and it's at the door. I put the goddamn fire at the door. I want protection from the jump. I want protection from the jump. Very intriguing. Very intriguing energy. I tell you no lie. Today, right effort. Tomorrow, right mindfulness. This mindfulness got my attention, which actually came out within the energy of my last translation. That was a family base. It circles right back. Something that's meant to be will always be meant to be. It's round. And on top of this is from the Eightfold Path. If you think of an 8, it's like the infinity symbol. It's 2 rounds that connect and just loop right on through. There's even go with this afterlife that keep catching my attention. This one. Oh, that's what I was getting at. My mind. I feel like I got scatterbrain intuitively. I feel like I got scatterbrain. As I was speaking about not knowing I can move forward. For myself personally, knowing everything that I have said about this relationship, it reminded me of that ticket. Like you were speeding, then you get that ticket. Do it take away the fact that you got the ticket? And for me, it's not like I feel bad about what I said. It's just, I know this energy ain't gonna change. Because to an extent, I don't think doing nothing wrong. But it's just literally the way it grew up. As to how to treat women, how they think certain things are supposed to go. And I feel like respect is a mutual aspect, honestly. That's so funny because we talked yesterday, and I kept mentioning something in that form of a way. I said, I wonder how you treat me then. He told me I'm too hard on him. He said, you're too hard on me. Then I just was wondering, like, I wonder how hard you are on me. It's an intriguing. You have to see us together sometime. Because it just be like, what the fuck? I am too calm of a person to always be getting told that I'm so angry. If I'm so angry, that means you fucking up all the time. It's like simple as that. I'm calm all the goddamn time. All the time. Angry, he always tell me, you're so angry. I wonder why. I wonder why. I wonder why. I really do wonder why. It's just something that I thought about. As until I wonder if I need to be more patient, or if I'm just crazy for trying to be patient. Like you keep saying, you know, this person ain't gonna change, but you like, maybe I should be patient. For what? It's a saying that I heard before. I think I shared it a while ago, and it said, "He can't love you if he can't respect you." Like, I feel like it's one of those energies. Like, yeah, you just, I don't know how to explain that. It's just, the energy did come back again yesterday, popped up on me. Which was cutively irritating. It's just still no moving forward energy in it. Which I actually might pop up at his house, honestly. He said he wanted me to come over today, stay the night. And I might, just because I might have to operate in a, we are neighbors. I need some shelter type of a loving. Let me use your Wi-Fi and your washing machine, please. I wonder if Zodiac is standing out today. Taurus is up top. Hi, self. How you doing? Feeling a little better. Honestly. Slept majority of the day. Rested. I think that's another reason on top of that, honestly. Why I rested so much is because with me always in such a calm energy and then going around people who make my energy just 0 to 100 really fucking quick, that shit is drainful. It's drainful. Mentally drainful. Like, what the fuck? I need a book. I gotta give me a book. I normally be reading right now. I got no books really. I got the Two Perspectives. Ha ha ha. Two Perspectives. I'm trying, right? Effort and right. Mindfulness is like, fuck that shit. Or is it circling on a bipolar behavior? Which I probably really am. Should I stay or should I go? One side is like, I'm over it. The other side is like, well, maybe I should be more patient. That's two perspectives. Gemini. Gemini. Supporting this energy. Followed up by self. Hi, self. Self is just on the scene. Self is on the motherfucking scene. Followed up with Pisces. Family. Home and family. Balanced. Ooh, that's hella important. That's important. This is utterly beautiful. It's just like on the bath. That's intriguing. But and guess who pop up? Myself pop up for myself. You know, it's just. This is really sadly beautiful. Home and family circling each other. This one will come to the balance though. It's different perspectives at the moment, but it's supposed to be balanced. It's circling. Not the same viewpoint. But eventually it will become balanced. I'm going over there today. We're gonna make the move. That's fucking funny. God damn it, Jesus. Leo, it's obvious. Leo, Virgo, and Sag. Yep, there you go. There it fucking go. Solid energy, first responder, obvious. That's how Scorpio gonna end Scorpio motherfucking season. With some obvious energy. That's funny. And I would have my sheets shirt on. Oh, how extra fucking funny, Jesus. Scorpio, a first responder, and it's obvious. And it's right on the mindfulness side. Obvious. What is that? Air, water, earth. Water, earth, fire. Water, earth, fire. That is a fire base too. Scorpio go right to the fire. Ah, hi. Hi, values. Hi, character. Where you headed to? Where you headed to? Ooh, air wavelet. Ooh, in the dark. Let's go together. There's a lot of communication in the dark. Values is definitely going to be dealing with things in the dark for sure. For extra sure. And that's going right with two perspectives. That's the sound of the police. I play too much, but it remind me of, honestly. It's a person like me. I rise energy up. Like, a lot, I deal with things that people normally, it's happening, but people don't think it's happening. I can't even say think it's not happening. When they be like, it's a song, God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. Hellos. That's the energy I deal with. But the other perspective might be like, it was dark, nobody was there. One of those ones, you ain't got no proof. The ones who like to operate off that type of energy, type of perspectives. But it's like, in the invisible, right? Okay. It's afterlife. There is something there that sees what the fuck you're doing. It will tell on you. It could be your people on top of that. That's the intriguing part. And the follow with Gemini was Aries and Capricorn energy. Inner light. Aries, Gemini, and Capricorn. Yep, that's definitely what that is. Cancer, Aries, Sagittarius. Your value is looking headed straight to Leo, Virgo, and water. Something that's solid. This energy I feel like I've dealt with, even when it came to my own child, honestly. It's a first response in it, something that's in the dark. I found something before. I shared it on social media. I can't remember where I shared it at. I'm such a sharing machine. But it was something of an aspect of what happens if somebody try to steal something. There's certain waves that get sent out that let you know like something is off. It's one of those type of energies. Almost like a bait card, which I actually talked about bait card the other day. I was talking to somebody. Well, that's another thing. Oh, that's another values aspect, because that was an intriguing topic. I met a guy. This is my second time meeting him. And each time he always started off the conversation talking about, I don't like black females. And it's just like, sir, do you not see me? Even though I don't identify as black, like, my outfit is black, I'm like a brown complexion person, honestly. Like, I get darker sometimes, but I don't ever reach this color. Like, you will never ever see me this color. But I knew what he was getting at, honestly. And, yeah. Anywho, we was on a bus. And he's got right back. The first time I met him, I think we were downtown, like by a courthouse. Like, we were sitting in the middle of the courthouse, and on the other side behind us was the common plea aspect. But we were sitting in the middle at the bus stop. And he got to talking about how he didn't like black women and how black women was the leading aspects in AIDS. And each time I always say, I believe it's because of the down low individual guys. You know, they be having sex with guys and then bring it back to their spouse, and then their spouse will wind up having it, and their spouse have kids, and then it just carries on. You know, but it's all because of in the dark energy. Somebody doing something and not out about what they're doing. They just bring it on back to their goddamn structure, and then it just get to spreading throughout their fucking structure. Which I actually think he mad with black women, because that's probably what happened. You know, because he said one of his wives had it, so I'm pretty sure if his wife had it, he had it, so now he mad with just black women because he caught it from a black woman. You know, but I don't know if it's my job to say it. Maybe it's a karma concept because he had a wife, but he still had hoes. You know, he had people that he kept saying, I had a wife and I had hoes. I used to hoe all the time. You know, I'm just like, what? You know, that's an intriguing energy. But what I'm getting at, the moral of this whole topic is how we continued to talk. Where he literally, I think he forgot what fucking color I was, because he kept telling me how pretty I was, how smart I was, how he wanted my number. And I just kept thinking within the topic or after we got done, like, oh my God, I think we both literally, I forgot to an extent, like, how this topic started as to, oh, you don't like people like me. And I think he really forgot that the color I was. Because we just flowed and laughed, like, we literally totally forgot what started the topic, if that makes sense. Like, we jumped onto different topics and things, which was great, which made me think about what I talked about a couple of days ago. I recorded, and I was saying what a lady told me I could be, the type of job I could have, which is the aspect of dealing with people who do drugs, as to how I can change their whole viewpoint. That was a prime example of that, and it was so amazing, honestly. Because I really believe he really fucking forgot what color I was. Like, he really just enjoyed me so much, or maybe he just started appreciating black women, because he just, that's where he told me 59 times how pretty I was and how wise I was. It was just the funniest thing ever to me, because like, that's my second time running into him and him saying the same topic. And it goes the same way each time, as to, it ends as to, that's not the way he felt. This individual in love with me. 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 Flattery. It is flattery, but it just goes to show me that I can change a person's perspective really quickly in a good note. And for myself, because I wasn't judgmental. Like, I could have just shut that whole topic down. Like, oh, well, shit, don't talk to me then. You know? But I gave him a chance, and as we proceeded, things just got better. You know? On top of another aspect as to something that caught my attention, as to, maybe I almost want to stop talking to him too, as to, he was like, and I'm suing Coda. And I was just like, what? You what? Why are you suing Coda? Like, I like being on Coda. Why are you suing Coda? Like, I can't talk to you because you're trying to sue Coda. But when it comes to values, to me, things like that be so important. But maybe something really did go wrong where he needed to, you know. Like, he got paid from what I heard and about to get paid again. I don't know. It's just, why are you suing my fucking people for this? You know? It was intriguing. Why are you suing my fucking people? But he said something about a person slammed on the brakes too hard and some shit like that happened. I don't fucking remember. It's just, obviously it was good enough to get paid. I don't know. It's just, it wasn't about, he was sitting, I don't know if he said he flew or anything. It's just, the person stopped on the brakes too fast. That's what he said. What else is standing out? His first house. Right effort. They landed on low lovely first house. Self. Yourself has got the right effort going on. I kept shuffling. Communication. Your teaching is in reverse. In oneness. Your roots. is infinite. Let's go right back to that Libra energy. Let's go right back to Saturn energy. It's definitely an afterlife energy. Things coming right back. I knew it was an energy of like something coming right back. Like it's a turn, like a lesson coming right back. The thing about this energy is like, you ever forgive somebody? I don't know. I have to use dating because I'm within this energy. It's intriguing. Which is a dating energy planned on. I was hoping to marry this person, honestly. Have kids with this person. Which is just like, oh my God. Jesus. Really? Yeah, I was. I honestly was. That's all I gotta think about. Like, oh my God. Intriguingly, as this person treat me, that start coming out later. I swear to God, it start coming out later. Like when I start saying no, when the word no comes out in my mouth, that's when the behavior changes. That's when the fucking behavior changes. The behavior changes. It's a whole personality that comes out that be different. That's the intriguing part. It's like, don't ever expect to hear fucking no. It's a behavior that come out that I don't like. Like, oh, hell no, you're not about to talk to me like this. Or you don't want me touching on you no more now. Intriguing. It's intriguing. But let me pull that behavior. It's like, oh my God, the audacity of you. Get out of my car, woman. Or, shit like that. They'd be like, what the fuck? You got me fucked up. It'd be intriguing. I swear to fucking gotta be fucking intriguing. Honestly, yes, I plan on marrying this person. Having kids with this person. And knowing that it's falling into a Saturn energy, where it's a whole energy, which makes sense why I would want to have kids with this person. But I actually recognize that energy, honestly. How can I explain that energy? Because this is the energy where you have to be a believer. It is destined that it can happen, where I can have a child with this person. Because I already know the energy that I will produce. Like, I know what I will produce. It's just I need a person that I am connected to realize that energy too. That's why they have to be a believer. I'm already connected with the energy already. It's just need two people come together, let's get it done type of energy. One of those ones. But within that energy, because it's something that I actually thought about. Because honestly, I just thought, like a sperm bank. Just give me the child and I can proceed on with my day. Sperm. Because I already know the energy. I know the fucking energy already. I don't really need you. But I would like the whole pie, where I got the person too. But I don't want it to be energy that change up on me as into like, we're not married, I won't supposed to have a child with you, and just totally just drift off any fucking way, like, I'm not trying to get up. My mind is drifting. Whole energy. Forgiving somebody, but not staying with them. Like, you can still operate in harmony. That's what I'm hoping for. But it's something that's about that is so important. Which I still feel like it ended, okay? Like, why does lesson keep coming back? If that makes sense. Unless it's like, why do I keep wondering why he coming back? Why I'm just not like, hey, just, I don't know. Even though I really did. Like, I was just like, hey, hopped in the car, talked, went to the store, bought me ice cream, came back to his place. Realized, like, I'm not comfortable. I didn't take my coat off for nothing. I didn't take my coat off for nothing. I left that shit on. Like, I don't feel comfortable. I low-key don't feel fucking welcomed. Even though you brought me here, which means I'm welcomed as fuck. It's just, This is an intense energy, honestly. Intense energy. I honestly don't know how to explain because I'm literally within the moment. Communication, teaching. And that one's up right now. Teaching is up right. This is a lesson that has to be taught. Probably because that energy is like, it's a painful energy. It's intriguing. So honestly, I haven't dated too many Africans. Honestly, this is my first African I've dated. The other aspect who was Muslim was Arab, which I just talked to him. We didn't date. Which I actually learned something. That's the guy I was talking about yesterday. He kept saying he was Muslim. The one who said he had a wife and he didn't like black women and things like that. He said he was a Muslim too. And as he kept saying, you know, I had a wife and I got hoes because he'd be, I guess, tricking, he'd be hoeing people and stuff. I asked him, like, why you don't do polygamy? Like, have them all together, you know? Have you a community, at least make it operate a little bit where it makes sense. He said sometime he did. But I would say I had asked him, well, I told him I had asked him that because I have heard of, you know, the polygamy aspect, you know. Got multiple spouses. They all know about each other. They all operate together. That's a much easier way to grow when it's done that way, other than having to invest in this area and then turn around and invest in this area. Bring it all the fucking together. It makes the most fucking sense. You know, you can get some real growth. Get all these fucking kids and shit. One a babysitter, the one working and shit. They all working. You know, it just make fucking more sense. But a lot of people ain't about that life. They be on that sneakyville, and that shit drive me crazy because it's actually an energy I thought about joining until I realized, oh, there's still manipulation within that shit too. Or people don't do it for the right reasons. They doing it just to please their partner. Like, they don't really want somebody else joined in. They goddamn, you know, growth. But they do it because of their partner be happy, but their mental be all fucked up. That's not really what they want. I don't want you got envy or not liking me because I got joined into the goddamn group. You supposed to love and want me too. I get to be the whole goddamn list. I'm like your sister, your lover, your cousin, your everything. I'm your everything. You know? Not competition. You know? And I feel like that's always a competition bill. And it's like, fuck that. Maybe that ain't meant for me. Because it ain't supposed to be that way. And there'll still be a lot of lying going on. And people like the idea. So once again, I like the idea, but I'm not about that life. That's why a lot of people got a lot of baby mamas and shit. Could have brought all their asses together. Like somebody done something like that to an extent. I think it's different. I don't think they all stay together and things like that. But it's a little different because he got the money and shit. But that makes sense. You got to have a good amount of money for that type of shit. But with it all together, you can have that type of money that he got. But Nick Cannon, he got a lot of fucking kids. But I don't think they all together, so I don't think I can use that topic, honestly. But it's just known that he got a lot of kids and a lot of baby mamas. And I do think they kind of operate all in kumbaya together, if that makes sense. Like, it's not like a type shit. It's like, I'm baby mama too. You want to come to birthday party? You know, Thanksgiving is around the corner. What you bringing to the table? Myself, that's it. I play too fucking much. I play too much, honestly. I play too much. Just giving an example, honestly. Just a fucking example. Just an example. But he told me that those were for the Arabs. He said the Arab ones do that. He said it's the lighter ones that do that. I thought it was the Africans that do that because I did hear they could have 4 wives or something like that. But I guess the way I was explaining it, that's the way that the Arabs do it, which is the first concept of a way that I knew about, honestly. Where they all operate together like housewives or I don't know how to explain that, but they all know about each other, they all stay together, they all kumbaya together. But I think on the other aspect, they got 4 wives, but then maybe they don't all live in the same household or, you know, things like that. I don't know. I'm still learning this Muslim group energy. It's just that was brought to my attention. I didn't know that, honestly. But it does make sense, definitely on the Arab side, definitely with that even being my viewpoint on it and being okay with it. It's like I already stumbled into that energy. It's just I haven't got to live that out metaphorically. And I don't know if I actually want to now. Like I actually kind of just want to be single. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you, because dated and then when it just go downhill, that shit be so drainful. Jesus. And then definitely the main aspect for me is like I don't feel bad about it, but somewhere where I was just open with people. Like I dated a female, like my first time I dated a female, and I was real open about it. People seeing us together and stuff, and then we separated, having to explain that we're not together and shit, and it's just, oh my god, it's just intriguing, honestly. I don't like that energy. It's not something that I'm used to doing on top of that either, honestly. And even with him, that person I just dated, cause I went from a female to a guy. You just be hopping all over the place like a trampoline. You be just hopping all over the place like a trampoline. The female caught me off guard, honestly. She caught me off guard. But it was a beautiful lesson. Oh, I would just say it was a beautiful lesson, honestly. It's just, once again, values was just like, you making me look bad. The certain like principles be so important. Like we can't do that because people gonna think that I do stuff like this and it's just bad. I don't know, but him, I thought he was something that he's not. When it turns out at the end of the day, that's how I explained, and I had to mention it again because I thought about, like, I said my part as to what drew him to me, which is a look. For me too, it was a look. That music, I thought he was a pleasant machine. I thought he was calm. He one who just how he liked to pray all the time. I thought he was always gonna be like listening to like the little chanting, little Muslim stuff all the time. I thought it was gonna be that type of vibe, but nope. I don't mind turning the music sometimes, but when I know I'm in a manifesting energy and I'm with a person, what we're listening to, we gonna manifest. And I kept trying to explain that to him, but he think it's a joke. Like, don't be turning my music. Why you want to change my music? Like, he don't understand that concept. Like, we're not manifesting this reality. But when we get this reality where it's like, oh, you turned up. Why you so hard on me? What you been listening to lately? What you been listening to lately? I mean, it's like that bad and bougie shit. You like them bad and bougie until, oh shit, you bad. I thought that's what you wanted, right? Ain't that would make me bougie, right? The fuck? Like an idea, but when they get that shit, it just, oh no, Jesus, I don't like this. Why the fuck are you seeking it then? It's just music. No, it's not. It's a Saturn energy, Jupiter energy, something that's round that circles right back. It's a taking notes document status. Oh, this is what you want. Oh, this is what you want your reality like. Communication, teaching. Communication, teaching. One is in reverse. Oh, your roots is in reverse. Affinity is in reverse. Use your senses. Through a portal in the dark. It's coming through the air. Halfway, your value. There go the values. Your values is halfway. This spirit telling your ass that. Very intriguing. Just how I said, spirit saying, you need to wrap that fucking prayer up. Speed your fucking prayer up. Wasting my fucking time. It's your values. Your values is halfway. This 10th house is balanced in the dark through a portal. Use your senses. Here and after energy, your roots, oneness, communication, teaching. Yep, that's why it's first house. It's you. That's an intriguing energy. That's the one of the energies that make me want to be patient with this person. Even how I sat there and said, because the energy that came out spoke of a pregnancy, a twin energy actually. And within that energy, being pregnant, you take on your spouse's energy. You will start displaying your person, just like how your child, when you see your child, or even you using yourself, you start noticing like, oh my God, I'm being just like my mama or my daddy or my grandma. It will display naturally. Those hormones start kicking in while you're pregnant. You start taking on those side effects of what you mixed with. That's like marriage within itself, honestly. I guess that's why you're supposed to be married first. But actually having a baby with somebody does make you married. You take on their DNA, like you literally enter into their structure already just by having a baby. This first house is catching my attention. It's so important. I almost forgot what I was thinking about. Honestly, I had to think for a second, but sometimes a person really don't know their self, like their actual self. They know the way that they were raised. It's not literally them. If that makes sense, that's what I'm getting at. Make me want to be patient. It's just if that person don't want to change, like actually learn their self, embrace their actual self. That's I want to say unveiling energy or shedding energy, a whole paradigm shift. That should be beautiful. It's just people pleasing is an intriguing energy. Very intriguing. So this is a self energy, and the energy I'm feeling within that is your actual self, not literally the way you were raised. Like for me personally, that was a whole intriguing journey for me. That was intriguing. It was intriguing. Grew up Christian. Honestly, wouldn't say I'm not Christian anymore. It's just that's the way I grew up. That was a startup point. Never really knew why I went to church. Like things that I want, because I'm not a person who pray all the time. Like even how I mentioned recently within the translation I was doing, I spoke about prayer a lot. I realize that's a value. When I'm talking to somebody and that's their values, I expect to be in there. Definitely when I naturally want that in a structure. And it's not their values. It make that whole belief form look bad. Like it's not something that's really needed, if that makes sense. Like, why do you do it then? Do you not believe like in the family form? Like why do you pray? What is it about to you? Like I be wondering all that. It makes me just get real curious, honestly. I think that's why I'm just like so just I don't know if I should use the word in my feelings or just so system activated. I'm on I started deciding to use that expression, system activated. where I'm just stimulated, literally. And I feel stimulated other than using the word triggered. Which probably is like, you're coming off too hard on me. Your values, your character. It's questionable. In a family form. That's a problem. To me. Unless you were naturally trying to go a different way and trying to trick or manipulate me. So that's one thing I can think about. It's just, this is something I thought about, honestly. That is really important. This first house. It's you energy. That if you like, my spirit ain't talking to me like that. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And why you feel a certain type of way? Because you don't like honesty. Intriguing. That's a fuck of a problem. Why you even praying then if you don't want no fucking honesty? It just get questionable, unquestionable, unquestionable. You seeking. What type of bullshit you expect to come through? I didn't think it was gonna be honest or so straightforward. Speed this fucking prayer up. You're wasting my time and yours. Come back when you fucking serious. But universal law standing out. I thought this was the God of love. That was a lot of cards that came out. Jesus. I'm gonna look at my shuffle again, but I'm gonna look at them. One landed on the law of gender, which is your values, Sagittarius energy, Aquarius energy, and Cancer energy. Light and dark energy, which is looking dead up at you. That's that fucking energy. I dealt with this energy in the same-sex energy when I first dealt with this, which I would be the first responder in that energy. Pain and same-sex, somebody being harmed in same-sex energy. Or like I spoke about before, my little undercover ones, you have to call their asses undercover. Or they call themselves down low, I guess I'm going to use that expression. Who do something, but they're really not about that life. There's nothing wrong with that, you know, if it's just, so even like me, like I didn't share about relationships so much within these last couple of videos. That's like my natural lifestyle, because like, I'm not the only one who's going through this, you know. Just how recently, I was at the shelter, and I was actually staying with somebody, well not staying with somebody, but within the same area, somebody who was actually dating an African who beat her up really fucking bad. And I just was intrigued, like, what the fuck? And then within that process, I was actually dating one. That's the intriguing part. And I have heard about, you know, how they speak to him and things like that. You know, I have watched the movies and shit, you know. But mine I thought was a little bit more pleasant. But he was pleasant. Until I start saying no. That word no triggered his ass. Whereas like his whole pitch change and the words that come out be a little different. They don't sound so fucking pleasant. It's just like, who you talking to type of shit. Like, who you? That's what I be thinking. Like, who the fuck you talking to? Who the fuck are you talking to? It's just the disrespect level be so intriguing. It'd be so intriguing. It's just like, who taught you that? Where is the root of that? Where the fuck would that have ever came from to even start? Like, what would make a person think that it was okay to talk to their spouse like that? It's a great question. I just don't know, honestly. Cause and effect landed. Oh, this got half of the fucking stack. Self, home, and family balanced. We get cause and effect, something you won't realize, but which is your focus. the law of relativity, the law of correspondence, and then the law of action. And the law of action is in a way we won't realize it either. You won't realize some action. You're going to respond a certain way. It's based off the law of relativity, and your focus is a way where you won't realize it based off that law of action. It's a cause and effect. Something happens. How many cards is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a 5 energy too. Where was the 5th house at? But your values, which is balance, the 10th house. In the dark energy. Who is that in the dark energy? A portal. Ay, ay, ay. It's intriguing to have marriage energy without being married, if that makes sense. Honestly, that natural oneness is so intriguing. Definitely if it's a destined to happen energy already, which everything is that way, you know, it's just like, ain't that like nasty how things is? I would just want to say certain things are just intensified. Like, when they speak of like chosen one type of an energy, or for me, I want to use an example of really important things that have happened in history repeating back. For them to get healed, you have to speak on it to heal it. Even how that's a good example, because I just mentioned like what would have been the startup root of thing for African people, definitely for African men. I don't know about the women so much, honestly. But the men is what I'm getting at, because from my experience, what made you start talking to women like this? People that you date, like the one that you care the most for, supposedly. Why do you talk to them so crazy? Why do you treat them so crazy? Why is respect not top of the agenda? Like, that's not a safe household. And one is just based off the words. It's not even like physical that I'm thinking about. Like, never hit on me or nothing. It's just that the words that project just be like, what the fuck? Who you talking to? You can't be talking to me. Not like that. You can't be fucking talking to me like that. And I'd be dead serious, because I'd be like, fuck. But like literally the root of it. Where the fuck could that have started from? Or is that like one of those one bad apple ruined it for the rest? Did you not have such a pleasant wife? You know how they had the marriages where you just naturally got with somebody, you didn't get to choose them, you was forced to get with this person. Maybe it was one of those type of situations. You know, I'll make it better. It's just make it make more fucking sense, as into, oh, I see why you didn't get treated so well, because you didn't really like this person or care for them. You had to do it. You know, it's just, maybe I'll go back with that. It's a new day and age around here. Okay, you get to choose. If that's just how that actually went, you know, it's just, that was just an example, because it's like, I just said something like that, as into, where did this one get rooted from? Where the fuck did that start at? To be able to heal that. Because they be so stuck in following those steps, but them steps somewhere gotta be wrong as fuck. Cause and effect. Your focus. Law of relativity. The law of correspondence. It's based off action. Intriguing. It's an intriguing energy. Very intriguing energy. What messages we got? What messages we got? What messages we got? We go over to this deck because it's all about afterlife. Confidence. Oh, that's in the fire too. That's some fire energy right there. That's some fire energy right there. I feel like that's a really a staying true to yourself. I said something before a while ago. Exhilaration. I say you exhilaration, but I don't think that you're a man if you care about what other people think about you. This feels like more of, oh man, that's an ass kissing energy. That's intriguing of an energy. Afraid of a tower moment. That's afraid of a tower moment. You have to go through the fire. That's where confidence come at. That's where you get growth. And I see exhilaration over here about oneness, the universal law of oneness. Got some growth going on. I'm gonna shuffle through, but that's just nice to see confidence over about a fire. Going through the fire to get some confidence. Go through the fire. Don't come out on yes mode. I ain't gonna get burned the fuck up. Thank you, Jesus. I just knew I was gonna get burned the fuck up. Don't burn it on me. Maybe bugs on some of you. I give myself trouble sometimes, but that's just what it feels like. Oh, I heard a story. And it reminds me of that. That's so intriguing. Oh, my Jesus. This is when I was at the shelter, and the guy who was my intake person, we had talked. He told me this story. It was about a blind guy. And it's something about water. He had to get over through the water, but I gotta think of how to explain this. I can't really remember. It just made me think like, oh my God, I just heard this type of story. And that's the same aspect of energy. I didn't even get burned the fuck up. I thought I would have got burned up as fire. I supposed to got some type of marks or something on me. Came out flawless. Confidence. But anyway, on the other side of the water, a guy came to a town or something like that and started healing people. And then some people went back across the water and told people like there was healing going on. And the blind person wound up going across the water and something, I can't really fucking remember, I must fast for a little bit, but he wound up getting his sight. It's just if he would have been afraid to go across that fucking water, he never would have got his sight back. And he realized the water wasn't even that fucking deep. The water wasn't even that fucking deep. That was the intriguing part. When he told me like, when he actually looked at the water, it wasn't even like waist high. It just was intriguing because he's blind. Like, how did you even get across the fucking water? You had to trust. That's a lot of self-trust, of guidance. That reminds me of that Harriet Tubman energy. That something is guiding you. Have to just trust. In the way you're feeling, your instincts and things like that. That will lead you to greatness. Then when he made it to greatness, he realized, oh my God, his whole fear was for no fucking reason. It's just, I was so flattered with the story. I'm like, oh my God. Which I was stuck on, like, oh my God. Because blind people always get me. Because you knew I was drawn into the story. As soon as he said he was a blind person, I'm like, oh shit, tell me this story. He blind. Like, I'd be amazed, like, even though I do work like this, it's just something about blind people that always infatuate me. Like, you can't see, how are you operating? How are you operating? You can't see. You can't see. Or seeing ain't even all cracked up as into what it is supposedly supposed to be. Don't get me the line, because shit, I ain't trying to wake up blind, metaphorically, if it's meant for me too. Because, you know, sometimes it does protect you. Sometimes it does protect you. Even though, like, I can see being blind to certain things does protect you. It's just like that being told no sometimes protects you. So I get it. Maybe it is like the best life to be blind. And just literally trust in the guidance. The final destination. Trust the final destination. Cause they be out here trusting the fucking final destination, and they be crossing the fucking street and mid traffic and shit. They be out here fucking shopping in the stores, like a fuck. They the ghost. It's like we're seeing fucking ghosts amongst us. It be intriguing. That shit always infatuate me. I swear to God, it does. Cause it's like, how are you doing that? Have you ever tried to close your eyes? Like, you're a person who can see, you try to close your eyes and like try to cross the street or walk down the street. I bet you open one of those fucking eyes, because it's like, we're still working on trust, obviously, because we were raised that we need to see every fucking thing. So I know my eye get to open a little bit, like, what the fuck? Ain't about to crash into something? It'd be nice one day to have full-blown trust. I'm gonna work on that. That might be my New Year's goal, for 2026. To have better trust with spirit. Blindly, like literally. Just trusting. Even though spirit, I ain't trying not to wake up with no eyesight, metaphorically. I hope we have an understanding on what I mean. That'd be intriguing to wake up blind as fuck. Like, for real, I just ordered some glasses. I swear to God, I ordered some glasses this week. So I ain't trying to be blind. Just saying, you gotta be careful what the fuck you get to seeking out here. I just want better trust with my spiritual guidance. Like an actual person who can't see. How they trust that you gonna have them go across this goddamn street and I get hit. They gonna go to the grocery store and find everything that they goddamn need. They gonna wake up, be able to put their clothes on the perfect way and know that it's right because you there with them. Or I get an example about the person crossing over that's kind of the same aspect, the traffic, but I hope we have an understanding on that. Shit. What's these landed out too? Where the hell these cards come from? Yeah, that's some cause and effect. You got some pride, you're gonna get that confidence. Consequences, and fear, and strength. If fear is in reverse, there's consequences, then pride. I needed the card for that. I honestly don't know what the hell that message is about. I need more clarity. Let me clarify pride. Cause and effect. Fear is in reverse. Something you're not afraid of. Generosity. Pride is coming with generosity. Just feel like it's literally loving yourself. Cause she got a mirror in her hand. I think my nose about to get drippy. Hold on, let me dab myself up really quick. Let me dab myself up really quick. I play too much because I love myself a lot. Some people think of pride and think of same-sex energy. That's why I needed more clarity with this. But that's an intriguing energy, honestly. Even though I spoke about, I hope spirit understand what I mean when I spoke about the blind energy. I want to have better trust like a blind person when it comes to spiritual guidance. I want to get better within that. But not literally to wake up blind. This pride energy, as to having pride in yourself or pride in your job or pride in the way you think, but you go back to yourself. The next person can think that's pride within like something else. But I can explain that energy. I say I love myself. The next person think that I'm saying like I love females. Like I love myself because I'm a female, so I love other females. Like that's not how I meant that. I mean I love my individual plural self. Not in the aspect of I love myself in just a female category, like just females. It's not what I mean. A lot of people operate within that energy when it comes to pride. But that could be an important energy for you. If that's part of the energy for you, then that's good. But this energy, the way I'm picking it up, even that is a true statement. Because the way I actually woke up today, not feeling like so just, and Spirit telling me, you need to heal yourself. That's pride within myself to take and nourish myself, other than investing in other people. That comes with generosity because of you taking time for yourself. There's other people who appreciate that, if that makes sense. In a different aspect, maybe you will be getting your blessings from the same sex, if that makes sense. Which is kind of one the same, but something about that energy seems like it has to be separate. It could be one of my problems, definitely, when you speak your reality. And I want to make sure I manifest right. It's just because I realize that energy get confused sometimes. Definitely within myself. It'd be so intriguing. Because sometimes I'll be wondering, I wonder if that's a true statement to say. I don't know what it is about my personality. I don't know how to explain that. Because I don't think that I'm too feminine or too masculine, but sometimes I do seem more masculine than female than feminine, if that makes sense. Which I want to say that's a stereotype, honestly, metaphorically. It's just, I always have to protect myself. I don't have nobody to protect me, you know? And that's like, that could be a stereotype as to, is a guy supposed to protect or is a female supposed to protect? You know, that's where it becomes really intriguing, honestly, as to who the protector. It's like, it could be like who the provider and things like that, but I naturally have to do that all normally for myself. And I just think that either one of those energies and the energy to play with, there's not too much to play about, if that makes sense. But I can understand I probably do be in my masculine energy a lot more, honestly. They always think that a female is just so just la la la, la la la, no worries. That could be a stereotype. That's what I like, honestly, for myself personally. Something that really inspired me, I think it was a couple of years ago when I first got introduced to the soccer team, the American girls soccer team, and I just seen all the females on there. Like, oh my God, these are all strong fucking females, mentally and physically, like strong fucking women. Like, I swear I never seen nothing like that before. It was just so great. And they kept winning that whole year. They thrived that whole fucking year. I think they wanted to get in the trophy, honestly. It was just amazing. Like, that's the type of energy I like to be around. Because ain't no competition. They all work together. Like, they know I got a great ass quality. You got a great ass quality. They just work together. And it's just, we all got the fucking trophy. You know, it was great. It was great. And that's how I literally see myself, honestly. Like, I'm a female, but I'm strong as fuck. You know, and I want my person to respect that aspect, not be like, I'm the man. If I'm dating a guy, because I have dated a female and I might date a female again. I don't know, honestly. Do whatever I'm meant to be with, honestly. Whatever I'm meant to be aligned with. Whatever I am meant to be aligned with. I'm just going to leave it at that. Honestly. I feel like if I keep saying I just want this one thing, I'm going to keep getting this one thing. It's like, maybe that's not the right fucking direction for you. You go in the wrong fucking direction, you get in the wrong results because you're going the wrong way. Maybe. But made me think about them. Strong women. Oh, because I was thinking about what the energies I normally be in. But those are all female. It's a female team, so they know, like, there's females, but they're strong. But it's like, those females are in their masculine energy, or you just like, those are strong females. That's why I feel like it's a perspective or a stereotype when it comes to that type of an energy. Doesn't like I'm trying to be a guy, you know. I wish I could be metaphorically more on a female energy, but that could be a stereotype. That's an intriguing energy. That's an intriguing energy. Because I want to say, actually, I've done that lifestyle before, you know. Stay at home, got to pay no bills, got money for days. Got money for days, ain't got no fucking worries. And I got tired of that energy. I got bored. Like, I wanted something to do. Masculine energy, for me, I think of working all the fucking time. And I work good as fuck. I'm a hard ass worker. And people don't like that I work hard. It'd be so intriguing. They always say you work too hard. You work too right. It'd be so intriguing. It'd be so intriguing to me. Because that's turned out to be my life story. I swear to God. Like, I came to work. Why are you upset that I'm working? Because you make us have to work hard. Welcome to fucking work. Or you know what? Don't even worry about it. I would do it all and we all still gonna get paid. Okay? Jesus. Dun 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 dun. Cause that's just the energy I just was in recently. Where I just do it all. Like, fuck it. I don't want to hear no complaining. You still gonna fucking get paid. I ain't saying that you gotta do it. But even that still was just... I don't like that you just want it so fucking clean. I don't like that you just wanted to keep doing it this way. It's not stopping your fucking check. It's not stopping your fucking check. It's making this work environment very pleasant. At least that was a goal any fucking way, but... That's the intriguing energy, because that job that I'm specifically talking about, I was the only female at that job. When I first started, there was another female, but they wound up letting her go. And I was working with nothing but guys. And these are African guys on top of that. The Muslim guys. And I was the only female there. I think eventually they started getting used to me, but I think something about a facade they start having to put on as to, if this person feel this way, I gotta feel this type of way. And it's like, that's that shit that drives me crazy. That's not really how you fucking feel, which is part of that energy. It's not really your fucking behavior. That's not how you feel. You like me, but you have to come off like you don't fucking like me because this person feels some type of fucking way. That's that weird shit. But that job, I was the only female on there, which, of course, they start feeling some type of way because, oh, you do shit just right. We supposed to be the ones that, you know, set the standards for shit. This ain't a fucking competition. This is a job. That you still gonna go home with a paycheck with. Face adversity. Face adversity. Oh, Jesus. And that's going to law of gender too. Frequencies. It could be in a love base too. And an obvious one. This is gonna be an obvious one. This is something that ain't hidden. Even how I just spoke about the job site. This is something that's not hidden. It's all obvious. Having to face adversity. This also could be in same-sex energy coming out. You're gonna have some adversity. It's right next to Leo and up under the universal law of gender, obvious energy. They gonna notice two people of the same gender. You ain't able to hide that energy. But that's not an energy that's supposed to be hidden. That's the intriguing part. Authentic energy, you're not supposed to be hidden. You are a lighthouse for a reason. You lit the fuck up for a reason. It's just... It's just a lot of messages that has to come through within that energy of a healing concept. Definitely when it comes to afterlife. That's what makes them the lighthouse. It's the afterlife. The spirit. Which I have to mention on that. Spirit, the eternal side is full of females. Eternal side is full of females. When Beyonce said who runs the world, females. When they say speak of Mother Earth, Gaia, all female energy. Okay? But why guys? You know, I gotta speak on that aspect. They always say that males are the ones that are who rule or dominate. I wonder what aspect. That'd be the intriguing part. Even though I just told my person, see, I've already said, I did it the other day too. I kept saying my person, I kept calling him bae. It's like, God damn, I'm still in the habit of calling him bae. We're not together. Now I'm just saying my person. Like, I'm not with nobody. It's just a habit. I kind of just forgot what I was saying, thinking about that. Like, God damn it. Not saying that we won't be together, don't get me to lie. I still might go to his place in a minute. Honestly. It's just, maybe I don't need to. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. But even though I said it a few times, so I probably should go there. You know, resistance is nice. I don't have no harsh feelings. It's just I don't want to go there and we get to arguing again. It's just like, what the fuck? I don't want to argue. I don't want to argue. I don't want no tint-ass conversations where it's like the pitches of the voices are getting more heightened, like the volume going up. He kept telling me, like, I want peace. I want peace too. That would be so great. It's just, if I go there and the volume getting turned up, I'm gonna feel some type of way. Like I should have stayed my ass home. I ain't desperate. I'm gonna get me a book. I'm gonna go to the motherfucking library tomorrow and then call it a day. Get to applying there too. I can apply there and get me some books. My internet not working. I don't got a TV. I got a radio, but I got a radio and read books. I'm good to go. It's driving me a little crazy. I ain't got no books right now. Like I got a Bible, but I don't want to read at the Bible right now. I use the Bible as a tool where I do like something like this where I open it up and I go right to the message. I don't read the Bible like I read a different book. I go straight to the message within that one. So I'm not about to play within that energy. If they be like, read the Bible. You read the Bible. I'm going to open it up and go right to what I need. Because I'm good at it. That's what I do. But I actually wanted a book to read. Give me a book. Well, it's so intriguing. I actually ordered some books kind of recently, but I wound up losing my phone because I actually got introduced to ebooks. Which actually, speaking of that, I can do that too, huh? I can download that and read it off my phone. It's just something about a book. I like having the book and being able to look through it and hold the book. But as I said, I got introduced to ebooks recently, and I was ordering books that way, and then it gets sent to me if I had to wait, and I had to wait for the books. But none of them was like real major books that I wanted. It's like, oh, I think that might be interesting. The best book that I have read this year, did I read that book this year? Yep, I read this book this year, was Seasonal Awareness. That was the best book I've read this year. It helped me understand my personal self very well, why I do certain things. It was such a good book, honestly. I wish I wouldn't mind reading it again, but I think I want to read more. I want to read spiritual books. Honestly, I do want some spiritual books. I kind of want books in the form of a Namaste style. The little blue people, I don't know what their names really is, where they follow an aloric concept. I want to learn more of that energy, honestly. The little blue people. They identify as lords and stuff. Which I had a book in that form of a way. It was a guru style, which helped me understand myself. Even like what I'm doing now, like I would be talking to them. I love that energy. It makes so much sense. But it was the self-realization book. I got it from the Gift of Light Expo Center, which was a spiritual base also. It's just moving around, not having a solid home. I just wound up letting it go because it was too much to carry. And I was like, I can get this another time. And I'm back in the energy where I wouldn't mind reading that. It's just, I am a person who need a bookshelf. I need a bookshelf. Because I would surely use the books. Honestly, I love to read. Honestly, I do. I need a bookshelf. Where would I put a bookshelf? It can go right here in this place. Just move it over some. I'm gonna put it right there. I'm gonna put a bookshelf right in that area. I'm gonna put a bookshelf. That wouldn't be bad. I could put it in the other area. Cause right now I'm still in the kitchen. I got a studio apartment and the bathroom is behind me. I'm in the kitchen. Then in that area is like the other space pretty much. The other space. I don't know if it's like a living area. I guess you can call it a living area. The living area. You can sleep in that area. You know, you just do extra stuff in there. This area you cook. In that area you freshen up. You cook in this area. You clean in that area. You get yourself all polished up. And then that area is the part where you just... I normally sleep in that area. I eat in that area. I just don't know what I want to do with that area yet, honestly. Because I don't know if I want a bed or what type of bed I want. Because I actually seen some things a while ago. You know, you used to be looking through the internet. And they had like mattresses. Like it just was a mattress, but they were like different sizes. And it was like stacked up on the top of each other. That was so cool. Then recently I was on Temu and I seen a like actual bed set. And the bed set lit the fuck up. I was like, oh, how fancy. Had like something like the chakra thingies that's over here. It had different lights that it turned. I said, oh shit, this is fancy. I don't know if I just want it like in like a couch form, like a table. I just don't know what I want. I don't know what I want to decorate yet. It's so intriguing. I just don't want to put anything into my energy right now. So I'm just being patient, honestly. That's pretty much that. Maybe drift into that topic. Oh, face adversity. Certain things just standing out lighthouses. Could be same-sex energy. There's a lot of areas within this energy, but it's a love base, something that you care for sure. It could even be dating. It's remind me of segregated type of an energy. How it wasn't supposed to be together, but it, you know, eventually over when they call that a new day and age, those individuals gonna mingle. I'm drinking from every fountain. I'm drinking from every fountain. Ah, Jesus. But seriously, something in that type of a topic for sure. It's a love base, something you care for. Or even like how I mentioned my job. I was the only female working in that job site. It could be something in that area where it's adversity, where people don't want that, but it should be that way. Like you think of what's a job? It's just an example. Because I don't even know if females actually work there or not. But it's a restaurant called Five Guys. For me, I expect for nothing but guys to be in there, but there might be females in there. You know, some people might really feel like if there really isn't no females allowed to work there, that there should be females able to work there. If that makes sense. Even though the name of it is called Five Guys, which I actually ate there and the food was great. It's expensive. Oh, it's an expensive little place. It's a little pricey. I ain't gonna lie, it's a little pricey. It was good. And they had some little nuts for me. I was like, oh shit, this is fancy. It was actually good. The food was actually good. I cannot deny. You get to build your own sandwich. Like, it's not like you just have to be forced to eat it one way. You get in there, you customize your sandwich. Your fries was good. It was good. Pricey. Yep, pricey. But good. It's not like I'm a little cheap person. I don't mind spending money, even though I need to get into kind of to the habit. It's just I've been so spoiled and blessed for so long. It's like I was raised right. I was raised right. That it don't be making sense to look at price tags and things like that. I just be shopping. I said I was raised right. Stay with money. Never had really too many worries. And all I had to do was just be present. Your job is just to be present. Don't do nothing. Do what you love. Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. Don't clean. Don't do nothing. Just be present. And love on yourself. Just your plural self. Don't cook nothing. Don't do nothing. Just go shop if you want to. Shop, sleep. Shop and sleep. And be present. That's it. Kept me paid as fuck. Kept me paid as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. Thousands of dollars by the fucking day. Paid. I was raised right. Thousands of dollars by the day. Grieve your losses. Oh, Jesus. Where is that at? Something solid, a first responder, and something obvious. Oh, Jesus. Embrace your power. Grieve your losses and embrace your power. That's intriguing energy. I felt that energy earlier, honestly. It's part of the way I woke up. I woke up not feeling so well, honestly. I felt tired. To an extent, got to dwelling on the conversation that I had as to. Mentally, you start programming your mind. Like, you got a mindset to, I'm moving forward. I'm moving forward. I'm not going to look back. I'm not going to look back. And then you stumble into what you say you're not going to look back into. And you want to forgive and just move forward. It's a mental whole situation, I'm not going to lie. And I woke up thinking about it, like, oh my God. Should I forgive? Do I just need to move forward? Like, I just had a whole little mind battle with that going on. And I really got the feeling like, just like the season, like I said, actually my favorite book, Seasonal Awareness. No, it was Seasonal Awareness and Well-Being. Seasonal Awareness and Well-Being was the best book that I read. And it actually reminded me of like the weather. Like we're getting ready for wintertime and the leaves start falling. Things just start feeling like real just, other than, it's holiday time, so it can just, you can probably feel like you're on a fucking roller coaster metaphorically. But for me, it felt like a season change. Like, you realize we're headed into winter time. That's what I felt like, honestly. And that's a grieving loss. It's certain, and everything ain't so bright and shiny. And even for me, I got to look for another job and things. It just feels like winter behavior, honestly. Like, you think of like, you got a beautiful tree, which I actually got up and I watched them. I was laying down. That's the funny part too about me. I feel like I've been like a groundhog behavior. Like, I've been doing a lot of sleeping. You get to literally see what a groundhog does, or animals that live up underground. So all I really do is like sleep, eat. Like I said, I don't got a TV. I don't have like company people in and out of my home. It's just literally me. Anyway, I was laying down and I heard this real loud noise. First I thought, okay, whatever, they probably out here just fixing something. It's like, I need to see what the fuck this noise is. So I got up and I looked out the window, and they had this machine that like sucks up all the leaves, and I thought it was quite cool. So I sat there and I watched. It was actually quite cool to watch, honestly. Then I laid back down. But as I was getting out within the storylines too, my energy felt like the leaves falling, like something is changing. And for me, that's the energy that you can't grieve. Even though the tree was so beautiful, it's like there's a natural change that's happening. Those leaves will come back on the tree. But then again, a couple of years ago, well, I swear, ever since a couple of years ago, certain trees, leaves don't grow back. It started a couple of years ago. I made a video about it. Certain fucking trees, leaves don't grow back. I just feel like that's something that nobody really noticed. It'd be so intriguing to me, like, why the fuck those leaves ain't grow back? There's some trees that don't have no leaves at all. Yeah, that's an intriguing energy. Like, what the fuck is going on? That no leaves grew back on the tree? That's a problem. That's a problem. Like, that's eternal present. Just for me, I feel like it goes back into like a same-sex energy too, honestly. Definitely the sneaky ones. That something supposed to be getting produced, but it's not getting produced. It's not going through the way it's supposed to. It's the little sneaky ones. There's something that's supposed to be happening that's not happening. Why the fuck is those leaves not back on the tree? But grieve your losses. It's an important energy. It feels something, remind me of the energy of winter. Honestly, it don't remind me of holiday time either, but holiday time could be a distraction, or it might not happen around holiday time, honestly. But it feels like a winter behavior. You might be a summer energy. Everything is just so beautiful and lit up. So I'm actually show you and show you how to get to the bathroom, because I actually, for me personally, I already transitioned to spring energy. I transitioned already into spring energy. Let me show you the bathroom really quickly. What is it from here? I put these little flowers up. So I was like, oh, that's so freaking cute. It reminded me of a spring energy. And that's the growth. That's the intriguing part. Even with, that's so funny, I put the deck back on that too. I put the, who's up under there? Seek hidden treasure. It's at the bottom of the deck, at the top of the deck. Laugh at your demons. Ooh, that's good, Jesus. That's good. That's good. That's good. Would have to be at the top of the deck. On top of, I put the deck on top of grieve your losses. And its energy remind me of a winter energy of losing something. Like it says, grieve, you are losing something. But it's a way how it's supposed to go, like an end of a class. But when it circles back, that's a hell of a fast forward. Because even myself, I know I'm within this energy. Already in the next year on spring energy. Were you able to laugh at your demons? They might be looking at you as stuck. You know, sometimes you lose things. Or it's like I was dating somebody, I came off like a loss, or a job or home or something of that nature. People think it's so funny, but whatever comes back is better. That's the intriguing part. It was meant to end. What's that song? I'm back and I'm better. That's a different song. That song is a dome. I think that's what's his name? I can't think of his name right now, but they sing a song called Don't. That's a don't. Like, don't you do something. Don't play with it. Don't be dishonest. Still not understanding something. This logic. I want you bad as ever. Don't let me just let up. I wanna get you better. Baby, it's whatever. That's intriguing. I actually kind of want to hear that song. So I don't really listen to that much. But what caught my attention was in that song is I'm back and I'm better. I want you bad as ever. Don't let me just let up. Very intriguing energy. Very, very intriguing energy. Grieve your losses. What do I do with my losses? That's intriguing. I don't really look at things as losses, just how, like, when they say speak of laugh at your demon, which that was actually the top of the deck, was laugh at your demons. I don't really laugh at them. I shine on their asses. I shine on their asses. I shouldn't even say asses. I just shine. I just continue to shine. Like, I don't get distracted by their perspectives too much. Like, it don't really influence me that much. Like, adversity is an intriguing aspect for me because I feel like that's a natural lifestyle for me, where it's like, I feel like it'd just be too busy minding my business and not minding their own business, where it don't really bother me so much because I'm minding my business. I'm minding my business and they busy minding my business, not their business. You know, it's just like, this shit don't make sense. You know, I don't get distracted by it because obviously I'm doing the right thing because you're in my business. You know, like, the fuck? It's just the way I look at it and operate, because I feel like that's a natural lifestyle for me, where people always just feel a certain type of way about things that I do. But I'd be so busy minding my own fucking business. That'd be the intriguing part. Which that's something I actually talked about before, even with me saying that's just like, how do you know then that people are minding your business? Because they let me know that they're minding my business, that they feel a certain type of way. Or they literally start doing what the fuck I'm doing. I'm a very unique person. Hella customized of a person. It's easy to recognize somebody doing me. Easy as fuck to recognize if somebody's doing me. You best to believe it. Oh, have faith. Have some faith. Oh, that's in the middle of face adversity and embrace your power. That's a trusting energy. Trust that you will get across this street. You're blind. Trust that you're going to get across this street. Safely, protectively. And have what you need when you get to that. That's beautiful. That is a beautiful energy. Because as I explained before, the story that got told to me, that I had to sum up to an extent for you guys, was a blind person who had to cross over water to get healed. Because it was some guy who came to a town and started healing people. But he had to have faith that he would make it across there. His guidance, I got you. Get over there. Get your blessing. And he got over there. And he was able to fucking see it. Then he realized what was slowing his ass down the whole time wasn't that deep. Even being blind, he still could have went across if he wanted. That's the intriguing part. That's the fucking intriguing part. The water wasn't even that fucking high. I think that's the part that flattered me. Like, realizing, like, oh my God, all this time you were afraid, but it wasn't like a high ass water where you had to swim across. Like, it was like just literally walk across, probably like a pond or something. Like, and got there and got his eyesight. But that's such a beautiful energy for me, because that type of energy remind me of myself. Like, I'm here, I could be doing readings for people. It's just you have to have faith that you will get what you need by going to that person. That's the intriguing part of that type of energy for me. Honestly, that's just the intriguing part of the energy for me. A little balance. Where's the balance at? Your home and family. See, that's the intriguing energy for me, because my family, the ones that I grew up with, which I don't really like to even call them family, honestly, because I don't feel like we're family. I just grew up with them, honestly. I'm still working on connecting with my family, honestly, which that could be an either way aspect. connecting better with them, the ones I grew up with. But I feel like I literally built my family on my own. But the ones I grew up with, definitely my mom, they don't understand this aspect. When I first got frostbitten, and a family member came to me who I was so happy to be around because she's a believer, she's Christian, and her lifestyle seemed like the type of lifestyle that I have as an adult, which is so intriguing that I fall into the category of like, oh, we will compliment each other, you know, this would be great, you know, you do fancy shit, I do fancy shit. You do fancy stuff, I do fancy stuff too. This we can compliment each other. It's just, maybe those was one of the steps that needed to be baby steps because I came frostbitten, I came damaged. Like I'm full of faith and you know tons of interest, but I'm coming bruised up, okay? And part of my tools that I have, which is these cards, she wasn't all the way solid and she was okay with it, if that makes sense. She didn't mind it, like it was a spark in her mind, so okay. But she felt a certain type of way about it, honestly. But obviously it wasn't enough still to let me move into her house. But so I actually think she started watching some of my readings. She told me she had watched one of my readings, which that was intriguing energy because that's intriguing. So I wonder if they actually play hand to hand. Something about this energy is important. It could be within my family structure when I think about it, honestly. Because twin energy has been coming out. And I remember her coming to the hospital. This is at Grant Hospital. She said, somebody stole one of the babies out of the hospital. I was like, what? Like, I was expecting like an alarm or some shit to be going on. Somebody stole the baby at the hospital. I expect the alarm to be going on. So I was like, what? Like, I don't honestly know how to think about it too much. It's just, she said that was what happened while she couldn't get up because somebody stole one of the babies out of the hospital. And I do believe she said it was twin babies and somebody stole one of the babies out the hospital. Quote me for it if you want or not. I don't know. It's just something about that energy is important, honestly. And what we're thinking about, this is the family base. This energy is in a balance. It is family. And it's of myself too. That's intriguing energy. Which I have fallen into that category too when it came to my own child. It's a little different, but kind of one of the same energies, honestly. I just forgot. I was about to say, thinking about that made me have to think. I totally forgot. So much be going on, yo, where she's like, oh. But yeah. She came to the hospital to see me. Her first time there, she was like, somebody stole a baby out of the hospital. And I'm just like I said, like, why an alarm or no shit going off? I thought an alarm would be going off with a baby stolen at the hospital. Like, it's almost like a lockdown situation, right? But I don't know. I don't know. Fast forward, and she told me she wound up watching one of my readings. But something about that energy was so intriguing because they changed up my stuff on my platform. Like the date of it, they changed it. Which when she brought it to my attention, like, when did you record this? I had to go and look, like, that's not when I recorded that. I didn't record that on that date. They changed it up. Which I know they do that sometimes. It's just, I don't know what that was about. It's just, they changed my information on it. But what I'm getting at within that aspect is she wasn't totally afraid of this aspect of receiving answers because she was watching my videos. Is what I'm getting at. Like, fuck with the data because this is infinite energy. It's just, you were watching it. That's good. You know, did anything resonate with you? Which it had to because she came back a couple of days. That was the first day. She came back and she was all dolled up. She had put makeup on and stuff, and she was like, I got dolled up for you. I felt all special, like, damn. I couldn't have you get all dolled up. That's great. I'm a great influencer. Yep, I'm a great influencer. Got you putting on makeup and shit. Lovely. But seriously, she said she did it for me. I said, I'm a great influencer. Got you putting on makeup and shit. Perfect. Fast forwarding, I start realizing, like, She don't like me to go to church. It's not that she don't like me to go to church with her. It's just I didn't go to church with her. I don't think she even really went to church sometime. I don't even know. I gotta think. It's been a little minute. I don't get me the line within this topic. It's just I was looking forward to having belief time, like learning out the Bible sometime, Bible study time, going to church with her, But we didn't do none of that. Which she do work a lot. She's a person who works a lot. Like shit, she put the work in the work, if that makes sense. But she did tell me she work a lot. It's just she worked a fucking lot. So maybe she was tired, but even outside of that, I still realize she works. Her job is her life. I'm just gonna leave it that way. Her job is her life, which I respect that. I get it. It is what it is. Because even when she get off work, if they need her, they still will call her. I think she like a nurse aide or some shit like that. She work in that field of that type of aspect where she do like home health type of shit. Don't get me the line, but she like high ranked in it. I said she like high ranked in it. Don't get me the line. There's a lot of levels to it. It's just she's in that group, and she works a lot of hours. What's the moral of the story of what I'm getting at? Kind of forgot. It's a lot within that topic. Oh, just her being a believer. Family, finding somebody who's a believer, but they don't operate like a believer, if that makes sense. That drives me crazy. And of course I want to go to goddamn church. Yeah, I'm frostbitten, but shit, I want to still go to church. Just will always leave me in the fucking house. That's an intriguing energy, honestly. I know I had the category of being homeless. It's like, I bet you just want to be in the house all the time. It was outside, metaphorically. I think homeless people just be outside or some shit. There's tons of ways to get in, You can just date somebody just to get into their goddamn house. I'm just saying. There's tons of ways to get the fucking door. I get it. It's just, from my aspect, I swear, they always just have me in their house. Like, they obviously trust me a lot. But it's like, they don't ever do anything with me. Even that's something I thought about that bothers me within my last dating situation as to, I'm not even sure I want to go back. We don't do nothing. We don't ever do nothing. And from the jump, first day of him getting I think it was the first day, or this early on, but I won't say first day. Because he asked me, like, what you want to do? I was like, I want to go bowling. 3 months in, we still ain't been fucking bowling. And we live right down the street from fucking bowling. Still ain't fucking been. All we do is just sit in the house, watch TV, have sex, if we have sex, but yeah, that's all we do is stay in the fucking house. And yeah, we both have worked a lot. We worked a lot. Different shifts. I'm not AM, pardon me. Hopefully, eventually I will be an AM shift. That'd be great. Actually, I wouldn't mind being third shift. Third shift, my recent experience, third shift was bomb. I like third shift. If I get like I'm saying a couple hours, like a 10 to 7 in the morning, oh, those are terrific hours. I love those hours. I might try to go back to that place and see if I can go back to that place. I play too fucking much. I'm gonna try to get something close, honestly. I'm gonna try to get something close. It's just, those hours was great. That's that second shift. That second shift, which is your whole life, is intriguing. It took me a minute. Because when I did that shift, that 5 p.m. to 5 in the morning, that's your whole life. It's your whole life. Your whole life. And he was the morning shift. He did 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. So we was like rotating each other, which did start causing problems in our relationship because all we could do was see each other like for a quick high peekaboo, and that's where things start getting tense. I have to mention that energy because yeah, we had a job site, but this is the only time I get to see you. I want to hug you and kiss on you, just at least for a minute. As soon as I see you, I need to hug and kiss on you. But it got to a point in the beginning where he had a fucking facade going on. He had a fucking mask on, where he wanted to please other people because it was other Muslim guys there, and there's a certain way that they do certain things. Where he was like, at the job, don't hug me or kiss me or nothing because the guys there respect me. And it's like, what the fuck do that mean? That should have been a red flag then. Like, what the fuck does that mean? They respect you. You love me, right? So they should respect that you found somebody that you care for. You show them affection, but it's okay, whatever, because like this is a job site. There is a certain way, certain things should get done. I get it. But later on, this individual did it himself. He just came up to me and kissed on me and hugged me. I was like, what the fuck? I instantly got into defense mode. Like, I was highly upset. Like, what the fuck? But I guess that could have been a good thing. Oh my God, he woke up with an epiphany. It's just, we could have been doing this. You've been fucking having me suppress my goddamn feelings because of some other fucking people that you're trying to impress. And then one day you just, It was actually while I was pulling cards. One of these videos his ass is in. He just came to me and just hugged me and kissed me. What the fuck? I wanted to be happy, but I was nowhere near happy. Just like, what the fuck? Why we been ain't doing this? Are you just trying to be in my fucking video? What the fuck? I was upset. Then ever since then, we do normally hug at work. As soon as I see him, I hug and kiss on him. But it's just like from the jump, we could have been doing this. But that goddamn mask of thinking what other people fucking would say had him not wanting to embrace me. Like, that shit was so weird. Definitely that being the only time that we see each other, other than the weekend, where we're maybe tired and probably do just want to lay down. Or I just want to do my own goddamn thing, but we need to spend some time together. I keep looking at that. Grieve your losses. I think he lost this one. I think he lost this one. He gotta grieve that shit. Yeah, I treasured it and didn't know what the fuck to do with it. Look forward. I gotta zoom in on this one. Look forward. Generosity is next. Generosity. And across from pride. That's a lot to fill out. Burst out your cocoon. This is definitely. It's definitely the energy. Even how I explained it when it came to his ass. That he did this. He burst out the cocoon. One day he just came, fucking just hugged me, kissed me. On the job site. What the fuck? But he burst out the fucking cocoon. And something you gotta burst up out of. He did it. Live life to the fullest. Go for your dreams. Keep your commandments. Trust the divine plan and speak up. Yeah, 3 for 3. That's 3 for 3. Let's see something really quick. Da-ha-ha. Burst out your cocoon is going with speak up. Keep your commandments. Live life to the fullest. Trust the plan. Trust the divine plan is going with go for your dreams. That's beautiful. I go back to the energy. I keep thinking about that energy. That's so important. And it's right above. They go hand to hand. They go hand to hand. These two that go hand to hand. There's 2 sets of cards that go hand to hand. These go hand to hand. They match. Which is embrace your power and trust the divine plan. That's reminding me of that blind energy. You trust that you will get to your destination. And you'll be blessed when you get there. These 2 go hand to hand. Is that 3? That's actually 3. That's 3. Burst out your cocoon. Live life to the fullest and keep your commandments. All go together. Oh, perfect. You don't want to pull any more cards? Let's do 1 more card. I want to do 10 more cards. Maybe. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. Manifestation time. Manifesting. You are manifesting. You are manifesting. You are manifesting. Wasn't the King? That's the Knight of Pentacles. How funny. That's the Queen of Pentacles. You can get what you want if you stay true. Do what you love, you will get what you want. Definitely gonna get what you want. This is the Knight of Pentacles. Something in the dark. It's gonna be the startup of it. Ask for what you want. Authentic behavior will get you what you want. For sure. For extra sure. You're gonna get it. It's the Queen of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles was the other card that I seen that was right next to it. It just caught my attention. History catching my attention too on Ninth House. What is that about? Mindfulness. Mindfulness. That's intriguing. This is oneness. These are a lot of pentacles. That's catching my attention already. The top one already came out. And this is the Seven of Pentacles. This is oneness energy. This literally reminded me of yesterday energy, which is low-key beautiful as to when they speak of like, is that a coincidence or just spiritually guided, done right? Because I literally woke up. I could have just stayed laying down. I could have been like, I don't need no goddamn ice cream. I'll wait till tomorrow. I got up, headed out, and ran straight into him. Like, it was like the perfect timing. It's oneness of a manifestation. And it's going to follow it up with burst out your cocoon and keep your commandments. It's in the middle of it. And look forward. Who is this? The King of Wands. Ooh. Ooh. This is like the god. Where's the ace? Where's the ace? I said, where's the ace? I want the ace. I want the ace. I'm still looking, digging in here. Where are you? It's the King of Wands. Then up under is the King of Cups. Damn, definitely will get what you want. It's the King. That King, the Queen and King. They give you what you want. Abracadabra. Do you want a structure? That's the King of Cups. That goes right back there. Say that. Like, I know we could have a baby together. I know what I will produce. Look, it will give it to you. For sure. I said I want the ace. Where's the ace? I put that card back in there too. Intriguing. I want the ace. Where is the ace? Spoiled. I am spoiled. Oh, Jesus. Seven of Wands. It came out again. You definitely would get it. You definitely would get what you want. It's oneness. Abracadabra is coming in oneness. And so is your manifestation, which is one of the same. This is literally trust the divine plan. Embrace your power and trust the divine plan is your manifestations. As to how to have you operate like a magician. This is a lot of trust. And this is, even said, you in manifestation time. Trust in what you say. You can speak your life. They say this power of the tongue. It's that type of an energy. It's oneness. It's oneness. You would definitely get what you want. Seven of Wands. It's abracadabra energy, but it's in oneness. Three of Wands. Yep. And a Knight of Swords. It's definitely that energy. It's definitely that energy. You definitely will get what you want. You have to trust your guidance. You have to believe that you and your guidance is one. Just like this. This eye. You will be the eye. You are your guidance. It's not a difference between it. I want one more card. I want clarity with that. That's not the high priestess. It's the high priestess. It's the high priestess. It's the high priestess. It's the high priestess. There's no separation within it. And look at that. It's a cross that she got on too, which is definitely clarity for today. Energy. It's crossway energy. A sacrifice energy. Look at this sacrifice being. What's this? Oh, choosing self. Healing. At least for myself. Heal yourself. That'd be great. The hermit. Yep. The hermit. That's me. Locked in. Taking down the hill. Taking down the hill. That's great clarity. Oh, great. Is there anything else? Is there anything else? Speak up. Light in the dark. It's coming through the air. That's definitely been a lot of clarity. Leaving that light in the dark, I said, this is how your spirit will talk to you. You sitting there praying, how you think your spirit talk back to you? Uh-oh, or, oh, hallelujah, this is great. You don't play no games. You bring information through quickly. I think that's another aspect I'm going to start rocking with as into. Because one, I always ask, who do you pray to? That's a big highlight of energy. A lot of people don't know who they pray to. And how do you think your spirit reply back to you? The guidance that you pray to, how do they respond back to you? How do you think they talk to you? Me? Same way I talk to myself metaphorically. Honestly, very straightforward. I want to give an example of my son, honestly. The one I birthed out. Mr. No, I only got one. How many sons you got? The one I birthed out, because I got some other ones that should be like my son too. Even the one that, I won't say dated or date. I want to word that, Jesus. Anyhow. I start calling him my child. And that's not a bad thing, it's just, that's the energy it was reminding me of. Just in the aspect of me being so nourishing. No matter what he do, I'll just still be there. I do that same behavior with my child. It don't matter what the fuck he do. I will still be there and still be so pleasant and kind to him. Doing whatever I can for him. It's an intriguing energy, definitely when it's not like respected or appreciated or things like that. But the actual, when I birthed out is what I'm getting at. Definitely with him being a child, people think that children or younger people ain't allowed to like be so straightforward. Like he will let me know about myself really quickly. And I don't normally don't get mad by it, but oh, okay. Well, I can see what I can do to fix that. But he don't mind telling me if I need to do something. Like for the longest before I had a job, he would say, "You need a job." And I'm like, "You are my job." But it's understandable, you know, so we can be able to do things, go places, be able to move away, you know. This wasn't good for me. I get it. That's why I never really honestly got upset about it. It's just like, I had to do this type of work. It all plays out now. Will play out for years to go. Like, that was really important. It's what I do. It's who I am. I'm a spiritual person, you know. It's just, other people will not appreciate that. Like, don't tell me what to do, you know, and I didn't mind it, honestly. Sometimes it made me feel some way like, look, you're gonna not try to tell me what to do. Like I do try to play like you the kid aspect. You the kid, not the adult. But it's like, if he's saying something that just makes sense, it just fucking makes sense. It is what it is. I see what I can do. I see what I can do. Okay? And that's just how I operate with him. I operate with him very lovely and pleasant just like that. We have a great relationship. Even though sometimes it seems real tense, we have a great relationship that we do. It gets better. It has gotten better as he got older, which ain't surprising. That's what I've been waiting for. Honestly, is for him to get older so he can just think for himself. Not trying to, I gotta please the people who's supporting me, if that makes sense. You know, but things are still great. We still got a relationship, as always has been. It's just giving an example of where guidance can come from, or just straightforward information where you just like, how you dare you tell me what to do, or how you talk to me like that? You the child. Not just the child, there to let me know if I need to make some improvements or don't like certain things, you know, I get it, you know? But that's just an example, honestly. Just an example. But like literally how I expect for people to be who deal with me. Like, don't just be having me look crazy shit. Don't be having me look crazy. That's how, even when it comes to my child, like, that I told you the way I grew up, being a younger person, you a child, stay in a child place. The fuck did that mean? Why do I get up like I work a 9 to 5 every fucking day? And sometimes you get to call the fuck off because you're tired, but I got to get up and go. What the fuck do you mean stay in a child place? I should be the one calling off because I'm fucking tired. Okay? That's a child's place. I'm supposed to get the rest. You adult, you don't need that rest. You know, like, that metaphor always bothered me. I swear to God it has. But I never was disrespectful where I actually said it. That's just, and they be wondering, I actually watched something like a documentary before I did like a pickaboo of it. Because of the name of it, said the inside of a cat's mind. Like, you can understand what a cat be thinking. Like, that's what I always would think. Like, what the fuck? If I don't know nothing, then why you send me to school every day? You know, what the fuck? Of course I gotta know something. I get up every day and go to fucking school. Fuck you mean I don't know nothing? Stay in a child place. So, to have a child, let them speak their goddamn mind. Don't have me looking stupid. If you know something, let me motherfucking know. Okay? That'd be great. Or we both just gonna be looking stupid. And that's just all bad. It's all bad. I think that's the energy for now. I give myself chuckles. Jesus Christ. Take the lead. Take the lead. I think I'm gonna let that be the closeout message for this energy. And I'll be back within Sagittarius energy, which is a countdown.